Growing up, I went to more traditional church. There's not as much youth, and I felt like I wasn't able to connect really with a lot of people, and I knew my house, I'm like 5 minutes from here, and so I see like the big CedarCreek sign from Perrysburg from the expressway, driving by that every single day. It's like, I should go there sometime, I should go there sometime. And then one of the days I just walked through the door. I actually went by myself the very first time. Like 4 years ago, I think, is when I first attended, and it was a little bit on and off, but then within the past year I've been going pretty consistently. A year ago from Christmas, I was not in a very good place. I was not really hanging out with the right crowd. I went into a pretty deep depression, had a lot of issues with my identity and like who I was. I kind of lost who that was. Then I went to a Christmas service at CedarCreek, which is super awesome. And then I was like, yeah, I'll come back another week, and like consistently a couple weeks in a row. And then my mood started to pick up a little bit better, and it helped. And then I heard Ben talk about, yeah, we have groups, we have life groups. I was like, what is that? I was really kind of skeptical of it. And then I found Braylee and Casey's group. It was like an immediate connection. Conversations were not just surface level. It was like getting a little bit deeper, and at first I was scared. They showed me kind of what real vulnerability is, and that really scared me. But the group showed such a community, such a comfort, that I felt comfortable coming in week by week. And week by week, I was just opening up a little bit more and more. And it was just nice to have a community like that, because I'm used to having friends that aren't Christian and aren't very good influences. And then to have that was just like black and white. And I found myself getting deeper with my relationship with God, and then also with friends. My whole life, I just kind of put up a wall to people. It was just more surface level, and going into group, I was very uncomfortable. Questions about, how my depression was, how things were with my family and myself and my identity. Through that group, they also kind of showed me what transparency was. Not just being vulnerable, but like sharing willingly, like on your own. And also being transparent with God. Like, He knows your heart, but for you to say that and just to have that conversation with Him, that helps you, and then also just strengthens your relationship with God. And I learned that through group also. With the atmosphere and just kind of like the friendship and family that we developed, I felt safe with them. I felt challenged. I felt definitely a growth by the end of the semester with my group, because I looked at myself at the beginning and then myself at the end. It was just like, I didn't know who that person was. So the group that I was a part of started January of last year. Towards the end of the semester, the group just was going to kind of stop, and I just felt a hard nudge. It was more like a push. God was just like, you know what, like, you've taken in a lot. You've absorbed a lot, you've learned a lot, you've grown a lot, and now like you can help other people do that. I'm not like 100% ready, but I think that's an okay thing, because when I start leading this group, I'm going to learn more as I go from the people. I'm not just leading, I'm right there with them in that discussion, being vulnerable too. I can just show them how to be vulnerable and share my story. And that would allow them to grow just like that happened to me. And I want to do that for somebody else. I'm so excited to grow with my relationship with God, with my relationship with friends, and building that good community.